Hello and welcome back to another episode of Held Dominance. Anthony here. Please remember to like and subscribe, and also click that notification bell for any updates on new videos that may be coming your way in the near future. Coming up in this episode, we have our highlight show with England versus Samoa and Australia versus Fiji, kicking off day one of the Rugby League World Cup. So, where do we begin? Well, the beginning, that's where we do, and it's England and Samoa that will get the Rugby League World Cup underway in what could be a blockbuster affair at Newcastle's St James's Park. Host England earns a big win over Fiji in their only warm-up game last week as they ran out 50 points to nil winners in what was an impressive showing, but this will be a much tougher assignment against the dark horses of the tournament. Samoa have been boosted by the defections of a host of players, namely from Australia, whom have chosen to represent their country of origin, heritage. The likes of Jerome Luai, Joseph Suwali and Josh Papali'i will pose a formidable threat to the England side that has been hit by plenty of injuries in the build-up to the competition, but also boost plenty of talent. However, this could be a war of attrition to kick things off, and a game that could go either way. Could pay to side with a low-scoring encounter, or this. You come to, I don't know, side bets and things like that. So this was the 19 that was picked by Shaun Wane ahead of the contest. John Bateman misses the contest due to suspension. Meanwhile, Andy Ackers and Joe Batchelor, Mikolaj Lejki, and also Ryan Hall are amongst those who have not been named by Shaun Wane. Dominic Young was arguably the most impressive player during their 50 points to nil success. Young scored an acrobatic try and assisted scores for George Williams and Callum Watkins. Now it looks like the winger is set to receive his first cap. Along with the 6 NRL-based players who have been named in a 19-man squad, Young has been named alongside Herbie Farnworth and Victor Radley, who can receive their first caps. Meanwhile, the experienced Tom Burgess, Elliot Whitehead and Luke Thompson have all been selected. England captain Sam Tompkins is named in the squad by Wayne. Tompkins did not feature in the game against Fiji, but is in contention to feature this time. Experienced forwards Chris Hill is one of 5 in the squad with at least 20 England caps. Tompkins, Burgess, Whitehead and Callum Watkins are the others who fit in that category. At 31, Mark Sneed is looking to be at the starting halfback as he made the final 19. He is uncapped and could make his test debut at St James's Park. Their opponents Samoa have named an array of NRL stars, including many who featured and won the NRL Grand Final for Penrith. Uncapped Stephen Crichton made an impact on the final, scoring a try. Fellow Panthers Brian Toto, Jerome Luai have also been named for Samoa on Saturday. Meanwhile, Junior Paulo, who featured for Parramatta in the final, is expected to start in the forward back for Samoa. English fans will be aware of the threat of Danny Levi and what he brings. He has played for the Huddersfield Giants in Super League, however he's returning to the Southern Hemisphere after the World Cup. A big say in the halves could go with Anthony Milford. Milford has made 8 appearances for Samoa, including featuring in the 2013 World Cup, playing against England during a 30 points to 10 defeat in 2017. Milford has played over 200 NRL appearances in his career. Samoa are looking for their first victory in 4 matches against England. Matt Parrish, the coach of Samoa, has arguably the strongest Samoan side in their history, which includes 8 players featuring in the NRL Grand Final and players who were in contention of being selected for Australia. So the Kaiser Chiefs were revving up the crowd for the Rugby League World Cup this opening game at St James's Park, and they were playing all their hits. Little known fact, Ricky Wilson, the lead singer there, dancing with the microphone, is the godson of the great Eddie Waring. So rugby league pedigree. As he's singing, oh my god, I can't believe it. It was a good way to start the opening ceremony with the Kaiser Chiefs. There's a lot more to come. The kickoff was over half an hour away. Next came the flag ceremony for the Rugby League World Cup teams who were involved. First, the women's game with Australia. Next came Brazil, the first South American side to be involved, who will be facing Canada in some part of the tournament. Then came Fiji, France, New Zealand, Papua New Guinea, and obviously the hosts, England. Competitive nations going into this World Cup, starting on November the 1st. Next came the wheelchair with Australia, France, Ireland, Scotland, Spain, the United States to begin their tilt at a World Cup in the country, Wales and England. One of the dignitaries involved in this part would have been Tanni Gray-Thompson, but unfortunately Dame Tammy has suffered a fall, which sees her not able to attend this time around. But the wheelchair tournament concludes at Manchester Central with the final. Then all the teams involved in the Rugby League World Cup men's draw are here. France, who hold it next time, are followed by Greece, Ireland, Italy, Jamaica, Lebanon, just to name some of the teams involved. Samoa's flag is coming into view there. I believe that it is Joey Leilua who is holding the flag for the Samoan team. I may be completely wrong, but it looks like him to me. Scotland, who will be opening up their tournament soon, followed by Tonga, Wales, and then all we go with England's men, flag being waved by the great Andy Gregory, former Great Britain and Wigan scrum half, the men's dignitary. There we have it, all 32 nations involved. Newcastle is ready for the World Cup. Kickoff's not too far away. They've draped it out, the Samoa flag on one side, and on the other side, England flag. All ready for the tournament. England led by Sam Tompkins, hoping for a great result. And the national anthems will come soon. After the national anthems came the Civitai. Let's leave you to these gentlemen. Led by Junior Powell.
Go! Ia kau e makua kau! Ia whai e mawhai! Samoa! Makau ke koi ato vale! Samoa! Kei! Samoa! Go! 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 Sao! Quay cầu! Go! Sauia! Erfata voll so ist! Lando Neto Airless! Zusammen!
Wow! Here is the confirmed Samoan side for this World Cup opener, with Suwali at fullback, Tabawai Fadao and right wing with Tego, Crichton and Soto on the left, with Luai and Milford in halfbacks. Up front we have Junior Paulo, Josh Papali'i starting forwards, with Danny Levi at acting halfback. Joseph Sua and Alawai are the second rowers, while Hamlin Ulele is the loose forward. On the bench, Tyrone May, Murray Tulagi, Spencer Leniu and Marty Tapau. And here's a confirmed side for England, with Sam Tompkins, Makinson, Watkins, Farnworth and Dom Young creating that back five, with the halfbacks being Wellesby and Williams. Up front, Chris Hill and Tom Burgess continue in the forward roles. Michael McAlorum at acting halfback, Mike McMeekin and Elliot Whitehead, while Victor Radley is the man at loose forward. England got on the board first of all when Anthony Milford blocks the chase of Elliot Whitehead, causing a penalty, despite the near try attempt from Herbie Farnworth to score. The penalty was left to Tommy Makinson to open the scoring on this World Cup, and he does so from the left-hand side of the post, give England a 2-0 win, much to the joy of John Wayne. England decide to go for two yet again, with the sin binning in effect. Tommy Makinson makes the kick count as it hits the post and goes over. England 26, Samoa 6. In World Cup, England got up to the best of starts for the World Cup after George Williams got through the gap. He found Jack Wellesby on the inside of him, and the opening try goes to the Saints man and England to make it 6-0. Good break by Williams, good strength to get through the defensive line. Then Jack Wellesby had the free run. Great support from the standoff. England were in a game after they drew the man out wide to come inside. Dom Young was on the receiving end and he raced through the defence to score just right to the posts. England were running rampant, Makinson adding a couple of goals to the tries as well as the early penalty, sending England to a 14 points to 0 lead. Sam Tompkins is running the line, across the line, no defence really needed as he was going one direction. And after McMeekin is caught tackled, a great pass out wide from Wellesby finds Dom Young again, who supermans it over into the corner for an 18 points to 0 lead. Makinson unfortunately misses the kick, but Dom Young's finishing gives England another great lead. To say that this is a shock due to the bookies of favouritism was another thing, but it was Isaac Tago who got on the end of a Jack Wellesby pass to intercept and go 60 metres to score left of the post, left side of the pitch. Wellesby was looking for another attack to Watkins, but this time Tago was there to grab the ball and sprint away from the covering defenders to score for the closing try of the half. Crichton adds the extras for an 18-6 half-time scoreline, but it's been impressive from England as they kept Samoa as far away from their try line as possible. Samoa are in possession in the opening few moments of the second half, and he worked the ball to the left-hand edge. Dummy runs, Jerome Luai getting on the ball, and a weird angle on the connection sees Tyrone May holding the back of his leg, holding his leg up, and it is a bad injury. Straight away, there's a concern from everyone around the area. Can't move his leg at this point, and he's automatically calling for help from the supporters. It's a bad angle. I apologise if anyone's squeamish. All out of position. The pain is there to see, and you can just look at it. We won't play it all again because once is enough. It's a fair tackle by Watkins, but looking at it, the stretcher is called for assistance from Tyrone May, and there's growing concern to the Catalans man. There has been a stoppage in play for 10 minutes just to secure him back to the position. And you can see it's a situation as they are going to pick up May on the stretcher. And the coach is still holding his leg. We find out after the game that he had dislocated his hip. Nice of the England supporters, all supporters in the crowd, helping, applauding Tyrone May off. He's clearly in agony. A few minutes after we got the play back underway, England attacked the short side and got the numbers, and Callum Watkins got by the flying defence to score the opening try of the half to give England a 22 points to 6 lead. Wellesby went left and then right through the hands of McMeekin, and Watkins opens the scoring for the second half. Just after the hour mark, England are finding the way out of their own half and get to the fourth tackle in Samoa's territory. And the ball is flung to the right, and as it goes through their hands, ball seems Tompkins, and he's flattened on the floor. See him here strewn, and the referee is called a penalty straight away. Big trouble for Milford here, as he seems to be the one that's made the contact. Sam Tompkins is seen double, I reckon. Here it is again. Tompkins, and Milford sees him. Doesn't go for the wrap here. It wasn't a short or high tackle. I think it was more a late tackle at this point. It was very late. Not with force. Ball had gone. He relaxed and bang. See his head movement? That's a bit of a whiplash to me. And there's the error of his ways. He's sent to the sin bin. 10 minutes without one of their pivots. And Samoa down to 12 men. After the sin binning, England started to turn the screw and move Victor Radley into the acting half-back position. A strong drive from Chris Hill found Herbie Farnworth, who went over for his first test try for England in this World Cup. Great little show and go, and he got around his opponents in no number. But a great response from the Brisbane Broncos man. England were coming more and more in it, and they were in again. This time Elliot Whitehead thinks that he's over the try line, and he is delighted, but the referee is not too sure and asked for the video referee to look into it. He gave it one look, wanted to freeze the ball there, and he gave the try. That's 2 tries while Milford is in the sin bin. There's confirmation. England went on the attack once again, and the ball flung out wide found Tommy Makinson, who outstripped his opposing winger, then passed the ball inside in what looked like a forward pass. But Elliot Whitehead went over, with plenty of England men in support for his second try of the game. Good vision to throw the ball out wide by George Williams, and Makinson did his best to beat the first man, and then the ball back inside for Whitehead to get a double in this game. England are back on the attack, and this time what a kick by George Williams, and it finds Makinson, who goes over in the corner. The referee's not 100% sure, but the video referee confirms that he picked it up and scored. What a good kick by Williams. Also, what a good finish by Makinson. Try is confirmed. England are in 50 mode. After a kick found the gap, and Wellesby picked it up, and supported by Radley, found Tompkins, who was brought down in the Samoa 20-metre line. On the fourth tackle, Wellesby went to the right, and he passed it on to George Williams, who got in on the act. And England are closing in to a great win. And in the last minute, it was left for Tom Burgess to bump and barrel his way over. And what a fantastic try that was. A great effort from the young twin brother of George. Tommy Makinson kicks the final goal on after the 80th minute to give England a 60-6 lead. Well, to say that result was on the cards is an overstatement, as England dominates Samoa 60-6 in the opening game of the World Cup. So on to our next game, and it's Australia versus Fiji, with defending champions Australia going into a search for a 12th Rugby League World Cup success, but must do so with a very inexperienced squad. The Kangaroos have been dealt with several blows ahead of the tournament, with numerous players defecting to represent other countries, and still boast a host of talent and start as favourites to lift the trophy. Fiji have it all to do in this opening clash and suffered a 50-0 humiliation against England in their warm-up clash last week against Salford. At Salford even. That was far from ideal preparation, with 3 players suffering injuries which ruled them out of the tournament, as well as head coach Joe Rabelli is set to miss the game after he was taken ill as well. The Bate are likely to be on the end of a heavy loss here, with Australia able to cover the -36 handicap that some betting companies are issuing for the game. Here is the 19-man squad that was named before the game, and Australia still have lots and lots of experience and talent in the squad, with the likes of Valentine Holmes and Tina Fatamulawe being included in the squad. Harry Grant is looking to start ahead of Ben Hunt in the side, but with Cam Murray, Cameron Munster, Ruben Cotter, and the names go on, we're looking at a very, very good side. It's going to be exciting to see the likes of Jeremiah Nane in the squad, as well as Murray Talagi. Fiji are not without stars of their own, but with the difference in quality throughout the entire squad compared to Australia, they are looking to cause a major upset. Winger Maker Sivo, Kevin Nagama, Vitelli Vulikajapani are the ones that we've heard of before, while Brandon Wakeman is without a club at the end of this year, and is looking to impress new potential employers, both sides of the hemisphere. Fiji do welcome back two players who were in the grand final last time out, with Viliami Kikau and Api Coruscant coming into the 19 for this game, as this Fiji squad welcomes back their two on the bounce grand final winners, with the likes of South Tuikami Kamacha in the forward line, and with King Vuni Ayawa and Ben Nakubuai from Lee. It is going to be a little tough for this team to beat Australia, but they'll give it its all. Wish them all the luck in the world. 3, 2, 1. And it's Fiji that get the first points of the game on the board, as Sami Viliami gets on the end of an Api Coruscant kick. It's so intelligent, a slight dummy, and then kick back on the outside, with the camera winger getting in for the opening try of the game. The second try came 10 minutes later, after Jeremiah Nane went over and the youngster scores for the green and gold for the first time. Just some quick hands by Daly Cherry Evans, a deception on with the sidestep, and Nane went over to equalise for the Australians. The kick was added by Valentine Holmes, and it was 6 points to 4 to the Australians. They took the lead for the first time in the game. Then Australia came back with one of their best efforts, as their ball was worked out into space to the Fox Josh Adokar, who raced 90 plus meters to score under the sticks and celebrate voraciously. 96 meters, I'd call it, for that try. But what an effort from the winger. Good to see the Fox in the UK, and he's given us a treat with that try. Again, Valentine Holmes was perfect with a kick. It's 12 points to 4. And then it was Angus Crichton who went over for the third try in the game, and it was 16 points to 4 to Australia. It's a quick of a flash. Coming up to half time, and Australia are leading. We go into the second half, and it's that man again, Josh Adokar, getting around the back. With Munster in support, the ball went to Latrell Mitchell, who went over for Australia's fourth try of the game. It's that left-hand edge attack. Munster to Adokar. Adokar carries it a bit. Munster hand at Mitchell in support. Another try. Next, it was Harry Grant going from dummy half after some sustained pressure to score on the left-hand edge. Run across the front of the post, used the rest of his team as dummy runners, and found the gap. Brandon Wakeham fell for it. Next, it was Grant running the show from dummy half, and James Tedesco's dummy gets him past the Fijian defensive line, as Mokadreki was waving at him as he went by. See here, step, dummy, gone. Then rolls himself over the line. Australia are up to 34 and 36 with the Holmes conversion, but Grant's there again with the kick forward, and Josh Adokar is in the middle of the play for the final try of the game. Harry Grant breaking two, kick forward, Adokar in support, got down. With Holmes putting over 7 conversions, Australia won 42 points to 8. After a good kick, it sees Tarava go over for the final points of the game. The kick was unfortunately missed, but Fiji had some pride. Great effort from the Fijians. So it is Australia who come out with the 9-try victory as they beat Fiji 42 points to 8 in a good attended crowd at Headingley. And that's it for another episode, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to like, subscribe and share this video worldwide, as well as clicking on that notification bell for any updates or any new videos that may be coming your way. I will be trying to bring you highlights from all the tournament. I'm sure that you guys have been watching intently, but for any bits that you've missed, hopefully I've picked them up for you. Day 1, Rugby League. What a game it is as a whole. And the results. Oh, what do you think? Tell me in the comments below. But in the meantime, thank you so much for watching. Please remember to share this video worldwide. I'll end the episode by wishing you all the best once again. Please stay safe, and I'll see you in the next episode.